Hello, welcome back to my channel. This is actually the third video in the Outreachy series. So if you've not seen the other two videos, hurry back and check them out before this one. So in this video, I'll actually be showing you how you can actually scale through the third stage of the application, second stage rather, which is the contribution stage. Now, in my previous video, I showed you how you can prepare for this stage, how you can select projects ahead, reach out to past interns, get tips on how you can, make quality contribution to the particular project or community you have chosen. So for the contribution stage, right, if you pass the first stage of the application, Outreachy will send you a mail about 4 weeks after the first stage. They'll send you a mail that you've passed the first stage and then you can now move on to the second stage, which is the contribution stage. What the contribution stage is about is that they'll give you a list of projects, open source projects, and they'll tell you to pick about 1 to 3 projects that you can contribute to. Contribute to this project for about 4 weeks, and at the end of the 4 weeks, you submit a final application, and then they'll get back to you in about 4 weeks again to let you know whether you have actually been selected as an intern for that community. Now, so as soon as you've been selected for the second stage, right? As soon as you've passed the first stage, they will show you a list of projects that you can pick from, right? Now, you can actually see some of these projects right now on the list of past projects that I showed you in my previous video. If you go to outreachy.org and you select the main menu under applicants, you see the past projects, right? So as soon as you've passed the first stage, right, and they are getting back to you via mail, they'll show you the list of current projects. This project would have, just like they do here, will have a brief description of what the project is about, the list of skills required, and the level of skill and the level for each skill. Like for example, let me take Ecilia for example now. Ecilia requires Python 5, Conda 4, Docker 2. Now, these skills listed will let you know if you can actually survive or if you can actually do well contributing to that particular project. Now, you need to select 1 or 2 projects that you can confidently contribute to. Now, this stage is actually the hardest stage of the outreach application uh, um, process. It's actually the hardest stage. In fact, it is believed to be harder than the internship because you will be competing with other applicants. Now, for each project, a particular community or project can be selecting one intern at the end, but they can have like 100 people contributing at the same time. And they're going to pick the best applicant based on a number of criteria, of which quality contribution tops the list. So they pick applicants based on quality contribution to that particular project. So you see a list of projects, right? And the first thing you want to do is to select the project. If you've not done that before they reached out to you, select the project you want to contribute to, and then the next thing is join that community project immediately. And this is because some communities close their door once they've gotten a number of applicants. For example, uh, I'm going to be selecting one intern at the end of the day, and I already have 100 people contributing, and out of those 100 people, 20 solid applicants. So I can just close my door and say I'm not accepting applicants again. So you need to join the community early, right? Once you join the community early, you see the contribution guide. Most communities often have contribution guide where they'll tell you the things that are expected of you during the contribution stage, what the task they want you to do, how they want you to behave, and the likes. Read the contribution guide very well. Some communities have tasks for each week. Maybe week 1, do this, week 2, do this, week 3, do this, week 4, do this. While some communities just have a task, but you can do as many of that task as possible. So read the community guide very well. And then some communities often have a community call the first week, right? So in this community call, you get to meet your mentors. They'll explain the community guide, and then they will take questions. So you can prepare your questions ahead of the community call, right? So the next thing to do is to now start contributing to that community. As soon as you join the community, start contributing. As soon as you know what is expected of you, start contributing to that community. Now, make sure you make quality contributions. Quality contributions. Make sure your tasks are well detailed, well explained. Do not use generative AI. Uh, do not use, if you're going to be coding, yes, you can use generative AI, ChatGPT to write codes, right? But if you're going to be writing, please don't use generative AI, right? If you're going to be using external sources, please cite your source as you use them. Attempt all tasks. Yes, some companies might say just do the least you can do, or just do what you can do. But attempt all tasks. Ask questions when you need help. Another thing is don't bug your mentors, right? The fact that you have access to them uh, does not mean that you cannot bug them. And most communities often list a channel of communication between you and your mentor, maybe Slack, right? Please keep your communication to that Slack channel. Don't enter your mentor's DM they has unless they've said so. They said that you can enter their DM anytime. Don't send them emails, even if you have their email address. Do not bug them. Be polite to everyone. Be polite to your mentors. Be polite to your fellow contributors in the channel. Respect everyone. Respect their pronouns. Right? Be friendly. Help people. Help people. If you notice a particular fellow is stuck and the person is asking a question and you know the answer, please provide answers, right? These are some of the things that the mentors consider when they are selecting their candidates at the end of the day. One, they check your contribution. Your contribution has to be like solid. So quality contribution tops the list of the criteria. Then how helpful you are, how you attend to questions and the likes. Be active, right? Be very active. For most communities, their medium of communication might be Slack. Others might choose other social media platforms, but uh, for most communities, right, their medium of communication is Slack. No, download the Slack app on your phone, on your or use the web version on your desktop, and make sure your phone is with you throughout the contribution stage. It's just 4 weeks, right? Make sure you are active, very active. It tells your mentor that okay, you have enough time, and then you'll be present during the internship as well. So be active, help people, respect people, be polite, don't bug mentors. Now, attempt all your tasks, like I've said. Now, at the end of the internship, towards the end, you'll be required to submit a final application, right, on Outreachy website and maybe to your community. Some communities require a final application to them. They will ask you to state why you think you'll be a their perfect candidate. Outreachy would also require you to submit a final application where they would ask you to list what you've done, right? Right? And while you are doing so, make sure you provide a detailed explanation of the task you have actually attempted, the contributions you've made, and I'll add links to your GitHub or wherever your community is recorded. So record your contributions. In fact, as you are contributing, you can start recording your contributions and don't wait till it's time to make the final application. So before the end of the contribution stage, submit your final application right on time. They'll give you a deadline to actually submit your final application. So make sure you submit your final application on time. Right. So and then finally, if your organization requires you to submit a final application, make sure you pitch yourself very well and let them know that you are a good candidate, a solid candidate for them. Show them, tell them their skills required and then you've completed courses in that skill or so, or you can list it even on Outreachy's website, right? List certifications, um, write experiences you had, skills you have that, that you think will be helpful, and what makes you think that you'll be a good candidate for the internship. So that's just what the contribution phase is all about. Let me just check if there's anything I've missed out. I think that's just about it. The major thing is to pick the project that you're comfortable with, that you're confident in based on your skill set, right? And then make quality contributions. Be active all through, engage, help people, be respectful, be polite, and then giving your best. Um, Let me tell you again, this is the hardest of it all. Your internship will be easier because you won't be competing with people. So just giving your best. Know that these 4 weeks, I'm going to give in my best. For the hope of what is to come. So in my next video, I'll be telling you how the internship would go, the payment, and the likes. If you have questions that I have not attended to, you can put them in the comment section, and I might just do another video answering the questions, or might just reply you in the comment section. Thank you. See you in my next video. Bye.